Hello, guys. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's live stream where we are going to build a live AWS PartyRock app. And this time, it's not me who's going to build it. It's going to be someone else, and that person and the personality is Avinash Dalvi. Who is Avinash Dalvi? Avinash Dalvi is a guy who is a community builder. That is the place where I started interacting with him. We were the ones who used to write blogs because we started writing our blogs as part of the community builder program. Before that, we were not much into blogging or YouTubing or those stuff. Then gradually, we started writing blogs. So we started hosting our blogs on Hashnode. Then he started hosting his blog on Dev2. And the same way I started my YouTube channel, he started his YouTube channel. He talks more about serverless and the development part. I talk about DevOps, cloud, and currently we are talking about AI/ML. So it's really good to have great guys like this onto the live stream who is going to give you a good flavor. And right now he is a AWS community builder. He is the co-organizer of AWS user group Bangalore, as well as he's a YouTuber. So you are going to meet a guy who is a personality who is contributing into community's front from multiple perspectives. So let's welcome Avinash Dalvi onto the live stream. Hi Avinash, how are
Hi,
you?
Dheeraj.
How are you? Can you
Looking
hear me?
forward to you. Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good.
Lovely. So I'm really happy to have you on this live stream and tell something about yourself to my audience. Just a quick introduction. Who exactly
Yeah, I think
Avinash is?
you have covered all the information. No need to add anything much extra. But
Okay.
yes, as Dheeraj said, right, I actually like to contribute to the multiple way, not only single way. Like as I said, the blog, videos, going to meet up, or contributing as a volunteer. Also, any possible way which I can help anyone. That's the general goal of that. Apart from that, I think Dheeraj is already covered. Maybe we'll not spend much time on introduction. We'll spend how actually we are going to do something amazing thing today. Right?
Okay. So here is a party rock challenge for you. So today, uh, think of some scenario which came in your daily work life or in your personal life by uh, and you wanted to solve that problem and you thought of let me try to solve this problem with some GenAI thing by creating an app or doing something for myself which is specifically private to me and which can help me. So is there
Yes.
anything that comes to your mind from that perspective?
Yes, I can think about it. I have a lot of challenges at this moment because I recently joined a startup called New Technology,
Okay.
and I'm doing a lot of groundwork.
uh,
So a lot of things was set up by earlier team, and I'm now pitching into that. So a lot of
uh,
cleanup and everything is there, right?
uh,
So you will not believe that I use the day-to-day chat GPT and everything to enhance what can done. So I have a problem statement which I was all thinking about to do it from last past few days. Like
mm,
whenever I log into my AWS console, I see the bills are coming like around $250, something like that.
mm,
But we are not utilizing that much, like much value. So how do I reduce the optimization? I don't want to do anything like a groundwork kind of thing.
mm,
But because since AI is there, why can't we utilize the AI capability to analyze that thing? That's the problem statement I'm looking forward today
mm.
to fix out. So let's see that how can we do it. Like,
Okay. So would you like to share your screen or something?
yeah, I'll just share my
Yeah.
screen. I'll wanted to
Yeah.
first showcase what actually I'm trying to build. Yeah, hope my screen is visible.
Just a minute. Let me get the screen. Okay. So this is your screen. Go
Yes.
ahead, Avinash.
So this is
Oh,
like rough note, kind of similar setup I have in my current organization. So when I was doing some auditing of existing my setup, so I came across this point. So the concept of having like what it we thought will put into that the AI and then how AI will react to it. That is the main concept here, right? So, like example here, I have a setup here which running 6 instances. Still a traditional approach, no serverless here. Even being a serverless advocate, right? No serverless here, no event-driven architecture. Like simple 6 instances. Two are running on T2 micro, three are running on T2 small, one in T2 medium. That is the production one. Okay, and others are the production development server only. one server run the Flask API server, another server run some cron job server, and the few server like using a socket API for chat modules, and not our application is fully live. So there are much more room for optimization because spending a lot of money. I see even if $250, you might see this as a low cost, but still I feel lot of money being a startup engineer, right? So this is something which I would like to optimize this one. So my purpose to do that is to reduce the cost. Second is to optimize the performance also, because being into these two instances, see the auto scaling may not work, and then there are many expected cloud monitoring will not be there. So there are many things I have to cover, like optimize the performance. Okay. And then obviously set up between infrastructure, like utilizing wherever I can use a serverless, Fargate, which is my favorite services. That is how my purpose will be there. So I have built. I was thinking of creating a prompt here. Like okay, I want the advisor here. Okay, so it can advise me first based on my scenario, and then I can chat with that. Okay, that's for the my main click and do one by one optimization part, component by component, like that. So I created prompt like, okay, create advisor that help company to optimize their AWS cloud cost. It take input like explaining existing setup, which I explained just now, and the optimization goal, which is reducing cost, improving efficiency, scaling, etc. And based on this input, the advisor suggest the tailor suggestion and some opportunity for the cost saving part. And obviously, the best practices is always good to follow it, and it will suggest some best practices to follow it. So, and some scaling mechanism here and there, we can chat around that one. So, this is something prompt which I came across it. So, but so like let me share another screen here. Yeah. So while doing this one, I have created prompt, right? So, but I generally use my chat GPT, but here I was thinking about why can't we utilize the AWS PartyRock app? Because I was watching many things about PartyRock. I think Dheeraj has already created a lot of different stuffs around that one, which is amazing, different ideas. So why can't we try that one? So I had a prompt. I have now what tool to use, that is the AWS PartyRock. So I decided, okay, let me try it out that one. So I was searching around that one first, but suddenly I like let me just share my screen, which is the PartyRock. PartyRock look. Yeah, this is amazing screen. Okay, this is the PartyRock screen. So when I was like doing something, some exploring around, like how can we do it like that, I actually came across a Dheeraj post also, which Dheeraj has created similar kind of application. uh, he has thought differently a little bit, having not only AWS specific, but it can be any type of cloud. The reason I choose AWS PartyRock is AWS PartyRock is already into the AWS ecosystem. So I want that AI tool, which is already there in the ecosystem, to use that, so that it will be easier and closer can look into that the instances which I'm going to talk about it. So this is something which PartyRock talk about it. You can generate your app by clicking on the generate app, and then you can do it. The best part of this is it's the free. So when I was doing this one, I
Avinash,
came
sorry
across.
to disturb you. While
Yeah.
you studied Party Rock, we got an interesting question, and I think you
Oh.
should answer that.
Can we do without this LLM subscription? Yes, you can do it. You just need your Google login or any other email login. You can do it, and that's a free. So no credit card requirement, no debit card requirement, which people actually struggle, a student or any other, right? They have. So it's open for everyone. That's the amazing part, and it has actually. I will talk about it. It has a multiple model support. It's like in a free. So we'll see that while we're doing a demo. So let me just go to. So when I was coming across this one, let me just go up here. So I have seen here the app which is called, created by Dheeraj. The Dheeraj has recently created a YouTube channel, and I was like looking into all the videos about him. So I got a link. So so instead of doing a lot of scratch work to building a new app, why can't we see that? because PartyRock has many things to be done. So I came across this optimizer which actually covers which is kind of similar requirement which I have. Like it has a cloud provider which is can have a multiple options like AWS, Azure, Google. It has a usage which is scenario which I was going to talk about. Like the what is my current setup is there. Yeah, I don't have a budget constraint at this moment. That is my low priority because I want to focus on first only cloud. I don't have a clarity also what my budget is also. So let me only reduce the cost instead of having the budgeting part. So budget part is little lower part. So we'll see how can we customize that part. And then optimization goal, which has almost similar. So the another amazing part is like you don't have to touch the person who has created the app. Like Dheeraj just created this app, right? Don't let's not touch this one. So what you can do, right? It works like a similar like the GitHub also. GitHub has the clone option or fork option, right? Similar way, the PartyRock also has the option called remix. So it remix is like it create like not really create. It's like a clone the reference app in your repository in your apps, okay, and you can customize as per you, and it can make it public also. So let's do that. It's at the line says that create your own copy to add your flavor, right? Yes, I want to add my flavor as per my requirement. So let's do the remix here. Yeah, I think this app remix successfully. You can see that it says that remix of cloud cost optimization. So here the options are there. But let me do some customization as per me. So how do we do that? There is an option in your right hand top side called edit. You can click on the edit and you can do some here just changes. You can see that the things are getting changed here. So what I'll do, I'll keep this in a low priority like this here. I want to keep budget in the low one here. So more space for my scenario because my scenario will have more content. I want to see display the whole content first. So let me put up something here. The bigger one. This is correct. And the optimization goals. And along with that, let me see what model Dheeraj has used here, right? So I can go to the advisor widget here. So these actually boxes are called as a widget. You can always go to the Dheeraj video, which has the basics fundamental of PartyRock. It will cover all the basic fundamentals of that. So click on the edit video, and you can see here the prompt which I'm going to use it. Like I need an optimization cloud cost and multiple widgets are there. So when you go here, you can see all the widgets are getting highlighted like that. Okay. So we'll go to the model. Okay. So I think these are the user cloud 3.5 Sonnet V2 version. I let me think about what other options are. Wow, there are many options are there, as I said, right? All the model you can use a free with the PartyRock. So I would like to use Amazon Nova Micro, which is a recently released one. Why Amazon? Because as I said, wanted to only specific create an app for the AWS services related, right? So Amazon Nova might have pre-trained in a better ecosystem about that. So let me take that options here and do the save. Okay. So I think we have made some customization here and there. So let's start with the explaining the cloud uses here. So let me see if I can choose AWS one, and then I'll get the prompt. Not a prompt, the scenario which I would like to cover. So I'm explaining the same thing what I was explaining in initial starting. Like these are the things: two running start micro, three running start to small, and one is to medium. Okay. I'll keep some optimization goal which I explained, like reducing cost, set up the B infrastructure. So let's put up that something like that. So you can use any formatting you want to use. You can use the raw text also, no problem, because AI is all pretty intelligent to make a corrections. Okay, so this is what I have. So now let's see what PartyRock magic does here. So how do we do that? So it's options like filled within to play. So I think there's a one more widget it yet to finish it because since I use it, let me put some budget here. So my budget is around let's say 150 to $200. One more thing I would like to give you options here. My current usage. Allow me to Okay, so I will give some current uses here. So my monthly cost is around 240 to $50. This is what currently. So I'll give a more detailed part like 254. Then November it was a dollar to 43, and then January it was dollar to 46. Okay, some more extra details, some more detail you provide to the model, yeah, right? It will give more better answer. So because I'm more focused on the cost optimization, so it has to be around the cost side. So now you can see we have filled all the widget, and our button is now enable the green color button. So you can start click on the play. Let's see what magic it does. Oh, it start generating. You can see this. Let me just do it better screen here. So I hope the screen is much bit better visible. Let me put on this little bit better font. Okay, so it's clearly say that right sizing instance, which actually I'm focusing on it because yes, AWS cost optimizes services also does that thing, but before doing that, you want to do some basic fundamental things, right? So what is what's there? So this will help us to it. So it is saying that okay, what where we can make some changes. So this is the changes which I can do it. Some micro instance what we can do it if we're not exceeding this limit to go to the T3 micro, which is another next down level of the easy types, which we can save some more cost. Not great, but yes, some more cost can be done. There is a type response instance that we can utilize to have a more cheaper option because as a developer environment, I will not have much requirement, the standard requirement. Right? So I can free something the spot instance which can help us me to get some more cheaper options on demand prices. This is also a good one. Let's see what is else coming. Auto scaling, giving it options for the ban. It's giving a reserve instances. Yes, and saving plans are there. So let's see what more options are giving it. So it actually gives a right sizing storage for EBS volume. Okay, this is giving you yeah correct. So as I currently all the instances are on a GP2 volume, so it's suggesting me to give that to convert into the GP3, which is the iOS based one, like and EBS optimizing instances for using the necessary additional costs. Okay. Okay, monitoring alert. It's belong to setup infrastructure on better performance. Let's see what other actually. We'll come back to the monitoring part. Let's see what others is showing here. Cost saving measurement. Yes, data transfer. I am role. Having long term access key. Good. Let me see what else. Okay, something production one and the data scaling one. So let me talk to here with the chat because I will talk here. Where is the input? Yeah. So my requirement is so my development server is not used all the time. So suggest me some cost saving plan safety changes. Okay. Let's see what it gives. Hmm. This is what I'm looking for it. So my requirement was my development server. I think everyone will have similar kind of things, right? Development server doesn't use that one, like only maybe like in a shift time, like 9 to 7, and not in the weekend. Like that, the requirement will be there. Then we can save the cost. So actually, it gives a nice suggestion here, which I really like it. So it like stop and start schedule. Okay, it has given a setup to the AWS Lambda to you have using the AWS CloudWatch event, which saying that you start your dev server on the 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. like that, and this alone can say wow 70% cost reductions on a situation. That's really amazing. And along with that, they have already explained about spot instances and having a instance hibernation so that we can need to have a full shutdown. Oh wow, it gives some kind of quick example of how it cost will reductions. The current is saying that 24 hour hour like it's dollar 8.50 per month. It's scheduled top and will have a 2.55 per month, and spot instance will have a 0.80 slash month. Wow. So this is something which has given. So let me ask here how I can. So let me. So can you guide me steps to work on stop and start instructions plan? Okay. See. So let's see what it does. Because as AI is there, I don't want to write the code now. I utilize the AI to utilize the whole plan. So let's see what it's give me back the result. Wow. So it say that create
So
IAM role. So it
Avinash,
has a,
you
yeah,
can actually bring this widget down and make it big if you want. You can
yeah,
bring
yeah,
it
I'm doing.
uh, to the below part.
Okay,
Yes, drag it
good
down.
suggestion.
Yeah, no, drag it down, full down. Yes. No, below this. No, it yeah. Expand it to the full capacity now. Make it
Okay,
yes. Just scroll down a bit. Then you will see that button to expand.
yeah,
Yes,
correct.
yes. Yeah. Now it's easy for you to showcase
Yes,
it.
good, look good. Thanks, suggestion. So yeah, it has a step one to create IAM roles, which require you to stop instances and start instances and describe the instances also, because it will give a list of the instances to be running on that. Then create Lambda functions. It has a initial code what need to be there, okay, which has the instant ID. But there's something wrong here. Here it hard coded instant ID. I don't want to do the instant hard coded. I want something to be dynamic to be here, so that I can utilize some categorization. So let me do something as can you help me to do dynamic dynamic instance selection, like categorization of development and production environment, like this. So let's see what it's come out. I made some spelling mistake also, but it will detect it. Okay, what is saying that? Okay, yeah, it's suggesting the stage one to actually tag your instance. So this is one of the best practices when you are setting any AWS instances or any else service, right? The tagging part is very important. You can tag the resources, why we required, what is the project we are using it, what is the environment we belong to. Since I am belong to the startup company, I don't have a multiple AWS account for it. I have one account only. All the my instances like dev, stage, and production instances in one account only. So how do I can do that? I can use the tagging mechanism. I can put the key at the environment and put the value development and production. Yes, and this can help me to create the dynamic part. So you can see here now the Lambda has changed the code. It's saying the environment part, and it is showing that okay, which environment has to use it. I can twist some code here and there based on the prompt, next prompt. But yes, now it is there's no hard code instance ID, because instance ID may keep on changing if it top and delete the instance, right? So no need to depend on the code part. It has time zone message and it has the working hours also. Let's see. Okay, nice code. And then it adds some cost tracking, additional function to track a cost. Wow. So it may also give me some cost tracking part. So it will respond back also how much cost it's going to use it. Then the CloudWatch rules. Yes, it is a CloudWatch rule for running it. And then instance monitoring. Okay, that's fine. Send notification whenever the instance status update, which is good. But it can be mandatory, not mandatory. It can be optional also. It's up to you whether to use it or not. But it would be good to also whether you stop an instance or not. So it will be easier to your development team to keep aware that what's happening around it. And okay, this is a tagging for the command. You can always go to the AWS console and put tags manually. You can get tag resource manager, and then it has the CloudWatch. Good. So cool. I think this is something which I came across, and this is really help me to go, and I'm going to use it. This one, and it will help me to reduce some more cost around that one. So with this one, I think maybe I'm done with my problem solving statement. Dheeraj, you have anything to add it to your tool like that? Because there's something to be
Actually,
about.
you surprised me by, you know, instead of building, you came up with a great idea of doing remix. So that is actually a very good option. So instead of starting from scratch, this idea is better where you can go ahead and remix the app directly. An existing
Yeah,
app, you just go remix it, make your changes, and change as per your requirement. So the one that I made, it was with Claude Sonnet model for creating the text generation part for the widget, but you changed it to uh, what we say Amazon Nova. That is the latest model which Amazon has released. That is also the micro one, which is better than the lighter one. So that's where creativity comes into picture. That's what I was trying to cover in my tutorial too, where I was telling people that how it is helpful and how it impacts. So I think
correct.
you covered a lot of very good points, which I was also trying to highlight in my series, that why people should first start with Party Rock so that they understand how they can interact with the LLM, take advantage of it, then they can move towards Amazon Bedrock. Because once they have the understanding of what exactly the LLM is, then it is easy to go there. Because many a times I have seen people directly going to Bedrock, they are getting the model and they are running it directly, and they are getting heavily charged for it.
Correct, correct, correct.
That's when they realize,
We do
oh,
be,
so much
yeah,
bill.
yeah. Even I also similar thought. Okay, I have a similar thought. I don't want to spend money on the model, right? But these are good options. Like it has a free account, no barrier on that part, and you play around whatever you want to play
Yes,
around with that.
yes. And when you are actually satisfied, when you know that okay, this kind of app can be built, then you can suggest to your office team or your manager that this is we can create this kind of app for our internal team too, for which we can now go to Amazon Bedrock and have our production ready
Yeah,
application running over there. Because in the backend, this is all Amazon Bedrock only. So
yeah.
who is doing the stuff by for us? But
True,
still,
true.
I think that makes sense. Uh, what else you would like to add based on
I think
your
I missed one thing. Can you
yes,
share my screen back
yes,
again?
yes. Mm, okay, here we go.
Yeah, so I'll leave the edit here, and there is one last option which you can like. You can take a snapshot of this, your whatever you have done, input and everything. If you don't do a snapshot, if you come back again with this URL, you will lose your things. If you want to keep this continue going on this discussion for a week, because I am going to use it, this I'll keep on doing multiple reiteration of this chat. So what I do, I'll click on snap here so that I can have a all the my inputs are stored there. Okay, and along with that, there is one more option called share. If you want to share this with the public, like as the Dheeraj has also shared with me, right? And I found out on that one when I came across one. So it like you can go to the public if you want to go to public. You can share specific URL if you want to specific to everyone, and you can go to select the private. So once you become a public, then only app is accessible. Otherwise, it will not be accessible. Uh, so this is one thing I would like to add at the end of the thing. But one suggestion to and everyone is here, like, see, you know how to do many things in magically, right? Just figure out what is the problem is coming around here and around. Like as I joined startup, I have a problem, many problems to solve it. Right? So I will go with the small thing. The first problem is the cost reduction, and then landed out the party ground. Similarly, you also think about and observe any small problems are there. Figure out the problem statement, check out the party rocks, and you might get some amazing input. And looking forward to see that many more party rock apps creating.
So I think I have a very good question where the optimization goal is to have no bill.
Yes,
How
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
Bhavesh,
So
so
we'll go iteration by iteration, right? So it start with that. Slowly we improvise.
so the main goal is to have zero bill. Huh? There should
Yeah,
be no bill of hosting the resources on cloud or running the resources on cloud.
yeah. The serverless benefit also that is right initially, and you remember right? ACD Pune, I had to deliver like one talk on the how do we build MVP using lower cost or zero cost. So
Yes, yes,
similar way, my goal is there. So let's see how it goes over a period of time.
yes, 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 definitely. So I think then we have covered very much about the app building for this specific talk. If you don't have anything else, Avinash, then I will conclude it. But if you have it, the floor is open for you.
No,
So,
yeah. Now on to you.
okay.
I covered
So
everything.
Okay, so thank you so much, Avinash, for actually bringing up the idea of remixing, which was an instant surprise for me, and I really liked it. That instead of building the app directly, you came up with the ideas of remixing the app. That is reusing an existing app
Correct.
instead of start creating it from scratch and having your own model. So I think that is a good idea. So people, I think you should also try remixing the app. So all of my YouTube videos are having those apps available in the description for each of the video that I have created. So you can pick it from there. And thank you so much, Avinash, again for joining the live stream. And thank you to the audience for making this stream more interactive by sharing your comments, by sharing your ideas, especially that optimization goal is having should have no bill.
No bill.
Yeah, and one good question that automatically was answered with the demo of no subscription required by Avinash. So I think we covered a lot of things, and many people also greeted saying that good to hear both of you. So especially Surya Prakash, happy to know that you were here to support us. I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for watching this live stream. I hope this live stream brought a lot of value to you in understanding how remix of an app can work. So thank you. And we are good to close this live stream. So thank you, Avinash, once again
Yeah,
for joining.
thanks, Dheeraj, for giving opportunity also to that people will use the partner up more to figure out the solution around that them.
Yes. Okay. So thank you guys and bye for now. Happy
Yes,
weekend and have a great weekend ahead.
yes.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.